Okay, so yes, I strained my back so horribly that it was hard to breathe. The pain was all through here. I could not sit without pain. I couldn't lay on my side without pain. It hurt. Now, I went to the chiropractor and I, saw all the people I needed to see. I possibly have a small herniation that just got inflamed. However, they think I just strained the muscles. But here are the things that helped me, because I know I get a lot of people that come through here with low back issues, and I know everybody's low back is different, but just in case any of these might help, let's see. So I started by stretching. So one, my adductors were really tight, really, really tight. So even if you have to sit up on a block, that's great, but I took a big straddle stretch, and just leaning forward a little bit, you're gonna feel those inner thighs stretch out. So again, if this is too challenging, then you can sit your booty up on something, sit on a pillow, sit on something just to get you up a little bit higher. So I just kind of came into the stretch and I would back out of it. I did a lot of breathing, because why my back got strained, as you could see in the blog, was because I had not taken enough time for myself, and I have scoliosis and my right side is my hollow side and it gets really tight. And I have felt that it was getting tight and I didn't take enough time to stretch. I just continued on with my workouts and continued on with my business and the kids and yada, 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 yada. So when I picked up that beanbag to walk with it, it just fired up on that right side. Okay, so stretching into the sides, one hand's down and I just went back and forth. And it was really tight at first. Hand on the mat, and I just kind of gently went back and forth with my exhales. The biggest thing was to be gentle and forgiving and realize that all things happen for a reason and we can learn from them, even when you're crying and it's super painful. So taking those side stretches. I also was real big with the figure 4 stretch, so ankle over knee, other leg pulls in, and just hold the stretch. So you can press the knee out. When I first happened, this is about, I did it last Saturday, so it's almost a week later, my glute was on fire. It was so tight, and then switch in. So those are the 3 main stretches I did. I also did stretch my quads, just try to get everything loose. So then I did a lot of bridge work. That's for the hamstrings and the glutes. I would exhale, draw the abdominals in, and go up wherever I could. And in the beginning, I barely lifted my bum off the mat. And then as I went on, I could lift the hips up a little bit higher, but I was really focused on that Pilates breath. So exhale, deepening my abdominals, letting that pelvis tilt under me, stretching through the low back as I lift my hips up, and then trying to articulate as best I can going back down. Now, as I went through it started out really small, and then started to get bigger and bigger and bigger, so I could get that connection through my glutes. Then I went a little further with the glute engagement, because it's important to make sure the hamstrings and the glutes stay firing when you have a low back situation. So I would come to my quadruped position, my abdominals are engaged, I'm not sinking in my back, so low abs are on, one leg goes straight back out. I would do 10 times just a lift, really focused on not rotating, and then I would lift the leg and go into hamstring pulls for 10, and then I would just pulse that leg up to the sky for 10. But again, lifting through the core, making sure I'm not dumping anywhere, and then releasing down. And I would do that on each side. Let's see, the last thing I would do are dead bugs. So the legs up at table, I had to take one foot down on the floor in the beginning. So again, connecting in my core with my exhale, my ribs are closed, they're really connected into that hip, and we started this tabletop position. I would exhale first, just try to tap the toe and bring it up, and then a leg slide. So alternating there, and in the beginning, one foot was down on the ground. As it started to subside, I could bring both legs up, but again, I was making sure my ribs were closed, they were really stacked over those hips, my deep abdominals were engaged, and I would exhale and tip one foot down, and then the other foot down. And then I could try a leg slide. But again, if I felt pain, I didn't go. If I felt my ribs open, I wouldn't do it. So those are just a few of the things that I did that have helped me start to get my back feeling the way it did before last Saturday and before I stopped listening to my body. So hopefully you guys, this will help you out for your home routines. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Don't forget to take a breath, and we'll see you next time. Bye.